Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of the Bronze Grade Podcast. I'm Lawrence, and with me are Dixon.
Hello.
And Jacky.
Hey.
How are you guys this week? What have you been playing?
I'll go first. I've continued playing Diablo 4 and a little bit more of Dead Island.
I thought you would have uninstalled that game.
No, I gave it a little bit more time.
That's what I would have
It's
thought.
still horrible though. I couldn't get through essentially the first half an hour of it. It to me is too repetitive.
What did you expect from that game, honestly?
I've never played any Dead Islands before, so I actually expected it to be a little bit more survival-like, because it does involve zombies. Yeah, so it obviously is just a hack and slash, so it's stupid. 3 out of 10.
It's not a bad game. It's just
Graphics are good. I have to say the graphics are good. No, I don't think there's ray tracing, which is a little disappointing. But again, repetitive gameplay. Even like just talking about it, there's nothing to talk about because there's no story behind it. It's just hack and slash. The sound is horrible, like I mentioned last time. It doesn't sound like you're punching or kicking anybody when you're actually doing the actions of it. When you're hitting somebody with like a weapon, it doesn't sound like there's impact either. So for me, that doesn't work.
From what you've played, it's mostly melee combat, right?
Yeah, I haven't gotten far enough to get a gun yet. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't playing a lot of it, but I don't think games like that would be fun with a gun, though.
No, I mean, the first one is mostly melee focused, and
Yeah.
it's about modding your melee weapons and whatnot.
Yeah, I think, it's a game where you need to see blood and guts in front of you, and if you're shooting at the zombies, it's not gonna. I don't know. To me, that's not gonna do it. But even so, the sound element, because it's not working, the impact that it had on me, and as a game, being how engaging it is, it's not. I would lose attention and start thinking about something else. Another game that has really good sound, that has really good atmosphere, and was very immersive for me was the Resident Evil, was it 2 remake? Yeah. That was very engaging. The sound was really good. Every time you fire your pistol, your gun, or whatever weapon you had, it felt like there was an impact. When you're hitting things, it felt like there was an impact. So that was very immersive. I liked it.
I keep thinking I'm gonna go back to it, but it's just yeah.
Wait,
Are you
did you,
just back at it?
did you only play for like 10 minutes or longer?
No. I played for a chunk of time, and then I had to be away for a while, and then I just never
Okay.
got back to it.
I would definitely give it another chance. I think it's a good game, really well made. I like the story. I can't say anything bad about it. It was really good.
Yeah, I think at the time when I was playing that, I was also spending time with Hitman 3.
Yeah.
I think that's why I just kind of stepped away from it for a while and came back and just played Hitman instead.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like that so much that I then got the remake of the third one, which I completed. That was a short game, but I actually liked it. I believe the online reviews were very poor. I felt it was a good game. The length was good enough for me to tell the story. I liked the characters. And then I moved on to the fourth remake, which I haven't finished yet, but I've been liking every moment of it. The overall gameplay and dynamics and mechanics are pretty much the same throughout all three games. So, but yeah, really well made. The Resident Evil remakes are definite 10 out of 10s for me.
Are you gonna play 4?
I am playing 4.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I have it on. I have it on Steam. If you look at my profile, I think I have like 14 hours in it.
No, nice.
Not 10 minutes.
Longer 20 minutes,
Yeah. I have about 14
How far are you right now? I don't remember.
Oh man, I
last time
haven't
about.
played for a while because since Diablo came out, let's see.
Which one's
I'm
for
not.
again?
I remember talking to you about it when when I remember.
Oh
talking
yeah,
to
you're
you
talking
it.
about like how far.
Yeah,
how far
and then you were
you're,
telling me
like,
that
getting.
I wasn't even halfway through. Like I was in some courtyard after, after defeating someone, and I was telling you about it, and you're like, oh, you're not even halfway there. So, yeah,
You've never played the original?
the original fourth one.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Ooh.
Okay.
The original's pretty good.
I've never really been a Resident Evil fan at all. My first Resident Evil experience was the controversial one. I believe it was Resident Evil 5, right? Is that the controversial?
Oh right.
Oh,
that's the
yeah,
one
yeah.
you said,
Yeah. So
I
that was
remember
my
that.
first Resident Evil experience ever, because one of my friends really was all hyped up about the game, and he was like, "Oh, you gotta get this! It's awesome! It's gonna be awesome!" And I think it was for PS3, so that's when I got it. And then that game, I really just played 10 minutes of, and then I didn't really like it, so I stopped. That was like 4 out of 10. Because the thing is, I remember that game when you're shooting, you can't run around.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's like tank controls, right? Like you're pretty much like moving.
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't know
tank.
at what point they start. Yeah, I don't know at what point they start letting you move and aim at the same time.
Yeah, like I mean, why?
I know
would,
the original 4
Yeah.
you didn't. Yeah,
but like,
you
why?
couldn't.
Why would you do that? That's just bad design.
That's just they're holding on to the old Resident Evil style.
Uh-huh.
Is purely can't tank control, and when you aim, you can't move.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I think up until maybe the remake of 2,
Yeah.
that's when you can start moving and aiming. I don't know if 6 you can, but I don't think so though.
No, it was a
I-
lot of tank control kind of style for Resident Evil. It was like the bread and butter, right? Like
Yeah.
that's how Resident Evil kind of
Yeah.
got popular.
That it was hard to play, so that's why I only played like a little bit of it, and then I stopped. But yeah, the remakes I think are good, so I hope they keep it up.
I just don't know where else they can go from here, because I feel like 5 and 6 is just not quite worth remaking at this point.
Well, I think if they do a good job of it, they can totally remake 5.
5 still feels too recent
I know,
to
but
do that.
but graphics
Yeah, I just feel like
and then like the gaming engine obviously has evolved, and it's a lot better.
oh, for sure. Like the fact that they did remake 4
Yeah.
is
And
kinda
then
surprising
they can
for me.
change the story a little bit too, because everybody was hating
Yeah.
hating on
I
the
mean,
story.
I honestly feel like remaking 1 or Code Veronica would be the more ideal
Yeah, actually, you're right.
game.
Isn't there there's a Resident Evil 0, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they should remake that one and then 1, and then go
I
back.
mean,
to
I
5.
feel like 0 was also not very well,
Yeah, it wasn't that
remember.
good.
not fondly remembered.
I never played.
Like
it.
I played through it, but it's
Like, did you play the not Switch, the Wii one?
GameCube.
Or one, I think.
GameCube.
Right? The GameCube, yeah.
Yep.
And then there's one
I
on.
played the remake of 1 and 0 on GameCube.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. But like, yeah, I think the remakes were really well done, and if it wasn't for the remakes, I probably wouldn't ever have played a Resident Evil game and finished it completely and enjoyed it. So I really hope they continue to do the remakes, because
I don't see how they can remake 5 without pissing people off with the same controversy, though. Like, your central plot is
what was the controversy? Is it because it's like based in Africa or
you're
something
a
like
white dude shooting black guys
Yeah.
in Africa.
In Africa.
Like, that's kind of the central plot point. I don't see how you can get away with that.
that? They can change it.
I mean, your setting is in Africa, though.
I know.
Well,
I don't know
I
how
mean-
you would.
I don't know, like you change the characters a little bit, mix it up. I don't know, put some tourists in there. Wait,
like I feel like even if they did that, I don't think that's going to change.
But is it controversial though? Because I mean, at the end, it's just a game, and that's a setting, and that's where most people live. That are, you know.
Look, I don't buy into the controversy because myself, but yeah.
Yeah, well, what? Because I'm going to say if they decide to make it, let's say the setting was like in China, they're going to all be Asians.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm not bought into this controversy. Yeah. But it's gonna happen. But like, if they remake this game, people are gonna blow up at it again for sure.
Because, like, in my opinion, I don't think that when they made the game, there was any malicious intent. It was just like, oh, you know, we're gonna use the setting because of this reason, and you know, that's what they did. They just did it, and people just interpreted it in a certain way, where it made it controversial. So. I mean, at the end, it's just a game. I don't think it's a big deal. I think
they rewrote the plot so that you had a.
But then again, I only played
African female.
I only played 10 minutes of it, so.
Yeah, because I think the original plot might have had Jill as the secondary character, which would have been like another white character.
Yeah.
Because
they just went and said, "Hey, we're gonna have an African as your partner, so it's not as bad, right?" And
but the thing is,
people still got pissed at it.
When I was playing the game, like I wasn't even thinking about I wasn't even thinking anywhere along the lines of, you know, white dudes shooting against Africans, because I was just playing it like a game, and honestly, I didn't even know that it was a controversy until like way later. Like I stopped playing the game and way later.
Honestly, I didn't know it was a huge thing that people still think about now. Like I have listened to podcasts recently, and people still brought up that as a problem with the game, and I'm like, I thought people stopped talking about that like shortly after the game released, and no one cared it. But
well, see, the thing is
what it is.
I think was it globally a problem, or was it just North America?
I think it was.
Oh, I don't know. Like I don't listen to like.
Because I'm just curious. Like, because like the Japanese audience that's playing that game, would they be like, what, you know, or like
I feel like.
Or like the Chinese audience, or the Indian audience, or the German audience, like would they be like, what? This is unacceptable. That's what I'm curious about, because I would read it, because when I was, you know, I would be on Reddit, and I would just read like stuff about the next. Well, I would be reading people predicting what the next Resident Evil remake was, and then I saw a string talking about how it won't be Resident Evil 5 because of the reasons we were just talking about. But then when you click into it, there's like, you know, there's a lot of people that were like, you know, you just play it like a game. Like it's not anything.
But like, I think the thing is, Resident Evil is such a huge thing in North America. Like I feel like the North American audience is one of the biggest audience space for Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I don't think they would want to test that, right?
Sure.
Like, why remake it and risk
and get people
having
pissed
another
off
PR
again?
Nightmare?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Especially when that game and 6 were just not well liked at all.
I get. Wait,
5 at least. Some
why
people
was
liked
6 not liked? What was that? Was it just gameplay, or was it like political controversy again?
I've not played. It's not political.
Oh, okay.
It's just gameplay.
Okay. Yeah, wasn't 6 was the one with
6 has everybody.
The princess,
in it,
right, or whatever, like the president's daughter. Was that the one?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
A lot of people hated it because she was so annoying in the game. Like,
oh no!
4 is the one with the president.
Was it 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, but 6 is the one where she's playable.
Oh,
wait,
she's playable as the second.
She comes back in 6.
Everyone's there in 6.
Well, I didn't know that. Crap. What's her name? The one dressed in red, right?
Ada?
with the blonde
Ada?
with the
Ada.
no, well, no, not Ada. Ada's the agent.
You mean Claire?
Claire.
Oh, Claire.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
The president's
I don't
daughter?
think she's playable.
I don't think she's playable.
Okay, whatever, man.
No, Claire is
Claire is
the second
Leon's
character.
sister, isn't it?
I feel like you're mixing up a lot of names right now.
Oh my god. Hold on, I'm gonna.
Claire is Chris's sister.
Yes, Claire is Chris's sister. You're right. Yeah. Resident Evil 6.
I don't know if she's back as playable. I know Leon's playable. Chris is playable.
Leon, Chris, Ada, Claire. I'm just reading off the character list. Albert, Helena, Sherry, Adam, Piers, Carla, Ingrid, Steve, Deborah. I don't think that the president's daughter is there. Luckily.
Sherry. Or no, not Sherry.
I'm gonna look up her name. Hold on.
Oh, it might be Sherry's the one that's back. I don't remember.
A lot of people saying that Resident Evil 6 was like
Ashley
yeah.
Graham.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like very actiony, so like less horror and stuff like that, like less what Resident Evil was about.
No, so it's supposed to be divided into 3 separate campaigns. It's
Yeah.
weird because none of us have played it, and we're just talking about it.
Yes, I don't remember playing this
From
one.
what I understand,
No, I don't remember playing this
You
one
played
at
this?
all. No, I think it was.
Oh, no.
I think it was garbage.
I've been curious about it, but it's never been on a steep enough sale for me to justify buying it.
I am only going to buy Resident Evil remakes starting now. I'm not remotely interested in any of the originals, with the exception of like the newer ones, like 7 and 8.
7 and 8.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
7. I have the PS4 version of it where it was also PSVR compatible.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that one I made a mistake of playing the VR version first, and it scared the shit out of me, so I stopped playing the game overall. I was just like maybe 10 or 15 minutes in, and it scared the shit out of me. Yeah. Have you guys
Honestly, I feel like that would be the same for me, even playing on just TV.
Well, the TV version of it is acceptable, I think. Would have been much more acceptable if I played it first, because I don't think it's going to be scarier. Because I think the characters are very like Resident Evil 4, like the crazy church people. Yeah, I think they're very similar. But it's just the VR element of it, and it's so fucking real.
Yep.
Yeah, like the PSVR already, the PSVR 1 is low resolution shit. And it's still scary as fuck. So, and it was super real to me. So, I couldn't play more than like 10-15 minutes of it. It was just too scary. The atmosphere was scary, the sound was scary. And the
It makes a good game.
It's the jump scares. Like, you have these fucking characters just appearing in front of you. Yeah, and then like as you're walking around, you hear the creaking noises of the wood. It pretty much, from a sensory perspective, it hit everything. That was a really good VR experience if you're into it.
Yeah, it's a good game.
How long did you play in VR?
What'd you say?
Oh, how long did you play in VR? Like, or the game?
In total, no more than 15 minutes.
Very well.
I couldn't
Fair
handle
enough.
more because, yeah, I just couldn't handle it because even knowing it's VR, but every moment of the game you're thinking that something's gonna jump out at you and scare you, which I was scared like once, and I didn't want that to happen again. Because after that first jump scare, like you don't want to move, you don't want to do anything, you just want to stand there because you're afraid to do anything because you're afraid of a second jump scare. It's
For sure.
It was really scary. So, good job. I think they did a really good job doing that, doing the VR version of it. So, but I'm not gonna play it again.
Just play non-VR.
Well,
Yeah.
the problem is after you play the VR version, because the VR version is so good and so real, when you look at the same game on the television screen holding onto a controller, you just don't want to play it because you know there's a better version of it you can play. But then I don't want to play the better version because it's so scary. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So it's just sitting there right now.
You should try to finish it though. It's a really good game. It's got a good story. Like maybe the VR version's like a bit too crazy, but the normal like non-VR version was pretty good. Like there were some jump scares and stuff. But...
Yeah, I mean, I might let it simmer a little bit, and then I might go back to it after I forget about the VR.
You're never gonna play it.
Yeah, you're never gonna
play
play
it. Let's
it.
be real here.
There's just watch one of us play it
until you play 7. Oh yeah, exactly. Watch Dixon play it.
Yeah.
Watch Dixon play a New Game Plus with all the upgrades.
Yeah.
With the single shot Magnum, I think, or whatever it's called.
You should stream it, and then I'll watch it play on Twitch, and then we can record, and then we can do commentaries.
No, Jacky. So what you have to do is you watch him stream through your VR headset.
I don't think it works that way. It would be awesome if you could do that. If you could like VR be in a game while somebody's playing and just like look at.
Well, I'm just thinking in like big screen mode or whatever. You're just basically watching a big.
Oh, like that. That's not gonna do
VR.
Anything. That's not gonna do anything, man. That's not gonna do anything.
I just think you're gonna get real sick.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Dixon's gonna be turning around. You're just gonna throw up.
Yeah.
We should do a recording where one of us does a VR playthrough of the game, and then we'll record that person doing it while talking about it and talking to him at the same time. That would be fun.
Well, Jacky, you're the only one with the PSVR.
No, we'll do it.
Think...
Like when when we're ready, we can do it.
Yes,
no problems. Yeah,
interesting.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I would troll though. If I was doing a VR, you guys were watching, I totally spin around a lot. 360. Jump around.
My wife would used to tap me on the shoulder at random. Like, and even
that's not okay.
It's not okay to do that. Because even if I'm playing like a kiddie game, right? It's so not okay to do that. Because like when you're really immersed in VR and something, and if something or somebody touches you, it's a very different. Your mind just goes nuts for like 10 seconds.
What game has she ruined for you by doing that?
I was playing that problem-solving game. Don't die. You don't deserve to die. Die. Something die. You're gonna die. Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
It's a very morbid game.
It's that spy one, right?
Yeah, that's spy. What is it called?
Man, I should
expect you to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was playing that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is okay. And then there's another one, and this one's scary. It's where you're in a roller coaster. And then it goes into like some.
She shoves you off the chair.
No, she was just tapping me on the shoulder. So you're on like it's not a roller coaster. You're on like a mining cart, and then you go through like a mine, and then monsters and like spiders and shit jump on you, and you shoot them with a gun. I don't know what that
is. It one of the? Is it the Until Dawn one?
I think so. Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Those are pretty scary. Oh, and I was playing. I think it was Outlast in VR.
Ooh, that's a pretty scary one.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So, and then she was like tapping on my shoulder again. I never played that game again.
I would never play that game in VR.
Yeah, man, I barely.
No, I just wanted to try it because I had it because it was free with the game, so it was scary. It was like I mean, it wasn't as well. The game was still very clunky, and I've already played through the game before, so I knew what was scary and what was not.
Okay.
Yeah, so I knew exactly like where things were. And I knew what type of enemies I would be facing. And there's nothing much to do with in the game anyways. It's just like fucking taking pictures and walking around. So it was nowhere near the level of scariness of Resident Evil 7. It's a lot worse when you play VR games that you've never played the normal.
100%.
Yeah, well, any game that you've never played before, if you play the VR version of that, I think it's more, number one, it's more enjoyable, and number two, it's a lot more scarier if it's like a horror game.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you before. I tried playing Serious Sam in VR.
Yeah. What's Serious Sam?
Super scary.
What's Serious Sam?
It's just one of those more old school 3D first-person shooters.
Yes.
Just monsters just appear out of nowhere and you just shoot them.
Wait, but this game doesn't even look scary.
Oh, that's the thing. I played the PC, like the standard
looks like
monitor
Doom.
version, and it's totally fine.
It looks like Doom.
Yeah, it's one of those older ones. Yeah. But then when I'm in VR, the thing pops up in front of me, and I just freak out.
Okay, so it's like jump scares, eh?
I mean, I don't think the game's supposed to be scary. It's just monsters spawn in midair.
Yeah. Okay.
Like once you get
no,
close,
that'll do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
like I played the game in PC like 2D, and absolutely not scary. There's nothing scary about that.
I think for VRs, for me, I'm really just gonna focus on like sim games. So like driving games, flight simulator in VR, I would say, is one of my best experiences. Yeah, totally. It was like it put
no motion sickness.
None. No, I think they did a really good job. Like you would be in the fucking plane, you can look out the window in any angle, and it's just like you looking out of a plane.
Oh wow!
And you can get up and you can walk to the passenger seat, and you can fucking sit in that area, and then you can look out the window, and you'll see shit. Like real shit. Like,
can you see passengers? Can you see passengers as they're horrified their captain's not piloting the plane?
Yeah, right?
I bet there's a mod where you can do that.
Everyone starts freaking out and running around, knocking Jacky over.
But the thing is, the lighting is so good in that game. When you're playing it in VR, it's so realistic. So realistic. Like, it
this is with your new computer?
Yeah, with my new computer. There's no way I could have
ray tracing?
I don't think ray tracing is available when you play it on VR.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think ray tracing is available. But I maxed it out. It was on... Everything was pretty much ultra. And then I was able to run it at, I believe, 120 hertz. So so everything was pretty much maxed out. It was nice. It was really, really nice. I flew near my home, and then I looked out the window. Yeah, right there. I saw the top of it.
And then you like nosedive.
Yeah,
plane.
And then you forgot to pilot the plane, and it starts crashing.
It was a really good experience. The next thing I really want to try is Euro Truck Simulator with the VR headset.
You don't even have like a shifter.
What? But hey, I'm just gonna pretend I'm driving the Cybertruck. Not a Cybertruck. A Tesla truck.
Oh my goodness.
No shifter needed. Just pedal.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Just get a shifter.
No, man, I'm not getting a shifter. I don't even know how to drive using a shift in real life.
Yeah, that's how you learn
with a sim.
Yeah.
But do you guys both know how to drive manual?
No, but if I do get a wheel, I totally want to learn.
You're also a little bitch then, Lawrence.
Oh, what? I would totally play a shifter game if I had the wheel.
Dixon, do you know how
I don't want to mess up somebody's
drive
car.
manual?
I do, but I don't.
I think theoretically I know, but
okay. Dixon, you don't know how to drive manual too?
No, I do. I just don't do it anymore.
Oh, you do?
Because
okay.
Toronto roads suck.
See, Dixon's the only real man in the room.
Like it's.
I mean, have you played driving games with manual?
Yeah, but I just use the paddle on the wheel, or I just use the triggers on the controller.
Which is fair, honestly. Like, you know, if you're racing, like, example, like Gran Turismo, you're realistically using the paddle shifters. You're never going to actually shift normally.
But like,
it doesn't make sense.
Do F1 cars have, like, use a clutch? Or do they just do paddle shifting?
It's paddles. Really?
Okay.
It's because they need to be faster, right? Like, they don't have time to, like, go
So
into
what's the
gear.
purpose of a clutch in a car? Like, why? Because, okay, I think I've played enough driving games where I understand when to shift gears, but my problem is I don't know when to use a clutch. Like, I don't know when to step on the fucking thing.
Well, in order to shift,
the car.
yeah, in order to shift into gear, you have to depress the clutch, let go of the gas, go into gear, and then let go of the clutch, and then hit the gas, right? So that's how, like, essentially you shift.
But why do they design cars that way? That's my question. Like, why can't you just shift and not clutch? Because wouldn't it be so much easier?
That's a question not for me. I have no idea.
I mean, that idea comes before automatic. Like that's the old school way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, but I'm pretty sure if you go out and buy like a manual car right now, like a manual 2023 car, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a clutch in it. I'm just guessing.
Because people who drive manual want it that way.
Really? It's so inconvenient if you do that, though. What happens if what happens if you're like eating something and right, like I don't know.
Then you're gonna get arrested.
Oh, you can eat it. You can totally eat. Look, let's say you're eating like a cup of noodles and you need to put the cup of noodles between your legs.
Why would you have cup of noodles?
No, I'm just saying, just an example. If you need to put the cup of noodles
straight to jail. Oh my god.
Is it illegal to eat while you're driving?
I don't think it's technically illegal, but it's considered distracted driving.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Really?
It is. Yeah, it just depends if they decide to book you or not, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this: where I'm at, you can eat whatever the hell you
eat noodles
want.
in your car every day.
Yeah, you can eat noodles in your car, no problem. Just put the needles in between your legs, as long as you can depress the brake and the accelerator, you're good.
I don't even know why you're eating noodles in the first place. Just wait.
Well, no, I've not done that before, but I'm saying hypothetically, if you need to put something in between your legs, because I don't think it'll fit. I don't think a cup of noodles is gonna fit in a cup holder. I don't.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you'll have to put it in between your legs.
Or
yeah,
you just don't eat it.
So
yeah, or make a sandwich.
So in my opinion, that's why like I don't believe in shifters in game, because I don't believe in it in real life. It's inefficient. The fact that one of your hands are always on the shifter and one of your legs need to constantly switch over to the clutch. You could be doing other things while driving.
It's your left leg, right?
You're truck simming.
No, well,
Come on.
no. Okay, let me tell you this. I bet when like real truckers drive, they're probably doing something. They're probably texting.
I don't know.
No, because you can't.
They're probably doing manual.
No, you can't just be driving for like long hours. That's nuts. Right?
I mean,
right? Like,
yes. And no.
No, but like you gotta be like, no, man. Like you gotta. I don't know. That would drive me nuts. I would have to either be like texting or like looking at something else. Like just not like I'll be like 70% driving and like 30% doing something else.
I guess that's fair, but like I think most truck drivers just drive.
Why I listen to.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. Like I just listen to podcasts or like music.
Yeah, while talking to somebody on the phone.
No.
What? No.
Why?
That's too many things.
No, just put an earphone in one ear.
What?
And then like listen to whatever you want to while talking and driving, and then it's going to be a lot less boring.
I mean, I don't need that.
And if you're you're not shifting gears, you can be eating noodles. Put the cup of noodles in between your legs, right? Chopsticks.
Such a weird problem that you're bringing up, because that's never been a problem.
But I'm saying, okay, imagine this. Okay, you're driving a truck. That does not need to be gear shifting. That's automatic, like an electric truck. You have a cup of noodles in between your legs. One hand on the wheel, one hand holding chopsticks, and you're just eating out of the cup that's sitting in between your legs. See?
Dude, I wouldn't do that on my automatic car. I don't know why I would do that on a truck.
I would totally do that. in my automatic car. I would totally do that if I'm trucking. Because if you're trucking, right, if you're running behind, you need to be eating on the go. And if you only have a cup noodle, because it's easy to make and easy to bring, and I guess kind of semi non-perishable, that's what you'll be eating, right?
I guess.
I feel like you would just get sandwiches. Like the cup noodle thing is such a crazy specific thing to bring up.
Like, is this for like truck driving? You're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so like truck drivers just stop and
No,
then
but
go into the back.
No. If you need to like eat and you can't stop.
No. They plan it out. They plan it.
So-
They plan it out.
Yeah.
Are all trucks manual?
No, a lot of them are auto now. But
Okay,
what happens is most of the time they'll just plan it out and eat in the back of their truck before continuing, right?
Yeah.
But what if you're running behind? You gotta
Well,
eat
then-
on eating
So
on.
if you're running behind, you're gonna go boil water,
No.
and then you're gonna go pour that into a cup.
No, see, if I
Like,
was
what?
trucking, I would have like a big ass thermos pre-filled with hot water, so that I can make tea and noodles anytime I want. I would bring just enough water. Like I would bring like a huge thermos. Actually, I would do like three. I would do like 3 thermoses. Yeah. Yeah.
You do know, like,
I'm not a truck driver, so I can't argue. But I don't know.
so like,
Okay,
you know, like
automatic
the
semi-truck. Okay, so there are... Okay, while many career truckers swear by manual transmission, especially since earlier automatic models had issues with shifting too early or too late, newer automatic models are here to stay. And they offer better performance. Very nice. Very, very nice.
yeah, but like,
So,
you would never need to make food on the fly. Like
I don't know. It wasn't like... Because you if you're running behind, you need to get something somewhere. You're not going to stop, right?
you just stop at a truck stop and then get food and then eat it and then go.
What if you can't afford to stop? Like you gotta go. If you stop,
What?
like you can't even stop for 10 minutes.
Oh, then they're starving then. Like, you're gonna be
Really?
starving.
Yeah, you starve yourself.
Yeah.
No, I would eat on the go. Yeah.
But you would have to stop to do the cup noodle thing anyway.
No, you don't. Look, okay, imagine this.
You're gonna you're gonna open your hot ass thermos of
No, just
water
imagine this.
and just pour it
Yeah,
on the go.
Yeah.
As he's driving.
Like you're gonna. Yeah, Jackie's
no,
gonna have
no.
a cup noodle in between his legs
Yeah.
and pour hot
Yes.
water on that while he's driving.
Yeah. So you no. So you put it on cruise control, okay? You put it on cruise control, so then you don't so then you don't need to, so that you can concentrate on just stabilizing your cup of noodles as the water's going in. You don't need to step on the gas. Just, put full force into it, and then just one hand on the handle, other hand on the thermos, and just pour. Gotta be careful. Totally doable.
I guess. Still, I think it's not the best idea, honestly.
I'm just saying, if I was driving a truck, that's what I would be doing. And hold on, I'm gonna look this up right now. Okay,
I guess we're never gonna play Truck Simulator with Jacky.
No. Are there automatic?
No, Jacky.
Yeah.
Next time
Trucks
whenever we do this,
And
you make sure to have cup noodles ready.
Yeah, I
If we
better
do, like,
hear
a-
the water pouring.
Wait, hold on. If we're doing a truck simulation stream or podcast, I will. I'll even have a camera on me. Yeah, I will commit to this. I'll show you how it's done.
Make sure your chair also rumbles and shit.
That I can't.
Just like the real thing.
It's gonna be a regular office chair that I'm sitting in. I'll set up a wheel, pedals, and I will have a cup noodle, and I will have a thermos, and I'll do it. I'll do it midway.
So here's a sort of getaway of doing rumble in your chair. Just have a subwoofer mounted to the bottom of your chair, turn up real high. So
Oh man, I don't. That's not gonna work. But hey, can you check this out? So you can choose manual or automatic transmission in Euro Truck Simulator.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Of course.
Yeah.
That I wasn't gonna doubt that.
So
Yeah.
I don't need I'm not gonna need a shifter. I don't believe in it. If I have a shifter, then I won't be able to cook noodles. So I'm not gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the noodle cooking. That's all I'm here for now.
So yeah, no. If we do,
Jacky can't cook noodles with a shifter like ever.
if we're doing
like the moment he buys a shifter,
Never cook
I
noodles.
won't. Yeah, if we're ever doing that stream, we should have cameras on ourselves, and I'll show you. I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you how I would do it.
That's ridiculous.
It's not. That's how it works. We are you guys ever going to be interested in Flight Simulator? Like ever?
I'm interested. I just don't think my rig is good enough
Same.
Because sometimes
to make it look
sometimes
good.
there's like it goes on sale pretty often, and it's a good game.
I also don't have the flight stick, right? So I feel like
Dude,
it wouldn't be
yeah,
as
just
fun.
Just use a controller. I use
No,
my Xbox.
that's not
controller.
fun. That's not fun.
God,
Really?
No,
I use my Xbox controller. It's pretty.
it's like playing a driving game without a shifter. Like, why would I do that?
Do you play driving games with a controller or your keyboard?
Controller.
Yeah.
Have you tried playing with a keyboard before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It sucks,
sure.
right? Yeah. So if you're
Well, you don't get analog control.
no, well, yeah, but if you're playing a driving game with a controller, then there's no difference between playing a flying game with a controller, either. It's the same. You're driving.
Jacky, I don't play much driving games right now because I don't have a wheel.
But okay, when was the last time you played a driving game? And what was it? Was it Dirt Rally? I think we may have talked about
It
this.
might have been Dirt Rally.
We-
Dirt Rally, I really want to play with the wheel. Honestly, I think a lot of the VR driving games I don't play with because I don't have a wheel.
Dirt Rally VR is very poorly made, in my opinion.
It's okay. I played a few
Because
seconds. It's all
it
right.
made, I don't know what it is, but like I get really motion sick from that. Like
Oh, for sure.
the last time,
Because it's a lot of rumbles.
no, but the last time I played Dirt Rally in VR, I don't know, it was like maybe 20 minutes into the game. I felt like throwing up, and so I stopped. But that nauseous feeling continued, and it just wouldn't go away for the whole night. And then it was still there when I woke up in the morning.
Yeah, I think that's pretty normal.
So
For if you have motion sickness issues. I know my buddy couldn't even last a minute playing that game.
no,
in
but
VR.
like I've not tried GT7 in VR yet. But from what I read, people were saying even if you have motion sickness, that game is so well designed that you don't get sick.
I think there's also the problem where Dirt Rally is a lot of off-roading, a lot of rumbles, so a lot of camera shakes.
Oh, and here's
I think that's the problem.
but okay, this has nothing to do with the motion sickness. But this is another thing I don't like about Dirt Rally VR is I don't know if you've tried it, but if once you're in the VR mode in your car, the front looks pretty good, the side looks pretty good, but if you look behind you, it looks like shit. Or there's nothing there.
Sure.
Oh.
Have you tried that?
I don't think that game renders any too differently between VR and normal mode.
Uh-huh.
So I think they probably took a lot of the detail on the back if you just drive in the cockpit. So I believe it.
Because in GT7
Again, I haven't had much time with it.
because in GT7 when you're in the car, you're fucking in the car.
I mean, GT7 is also like
Like a pure sim.
years.
Yeah, no, but like
Yeah.
if you're in the car, you're fucking in the car. Like everything is the car. Like the back seats, seat belt, you'll see all of that. Everything.
Yeah,
Sure.
it makes sense though, because I mean, it is a pure simulator game, right? Like,
So I mean,
it's made for it.
That's another thing I didn't like about Dirt Rally is when you're looking behind you, it's like, what the fuck? Where's everything? So
That's kind of funny.
You
Dick-
know what I wish they made a VR version of Sims.
What?
The
Why?
Sims. So then, dude, then you can interact with your Sims. or you can see them up close do shit. To me, that is so interesting. Like, I don't even need to interact with them. If I'm in the same room as my Sims, I'm just like watching them do shit and talk to each other in gibberish. That would be fun. Like, I would just sit there and watch. Because if you're watching them on a screen, right? If you're watching them on your computer screen, why not let me watch them in VR? Where they're like scaled to like real size. Wouldn't that be awesome?
I'm sure there are modes or mods for that.
Yeah, that game's called Second Life or VR Chat. Just play those. they're pretty similar.
Man, these characters are basically real people. Oh my god!
Now I need to look it up and see if there's a mod.
Oh my goodness, ridiculous.
Well, in the meantime, Dixon, what have you been playing?
Honestly, I haven't had much time this week, so I just still been playing The Hunter here and there. Hunting
what
some
have you
nurse.
Hunted? What have you hunted?
I'm trying to think what I killed the other day, but what was it? I think it was like another black bear.
What's your favorite thing to kill?
Whoa, damn.
Yeah, everything. No, deer's pretty easy. Shoot the lungs, easy kill. But
what's the scariest thing to kill?
I haven't seen anything scary. Because they don't really hit you, right? Once they notice you, they run away. Like, oh my god, human.
Wait, but then that's not real. That's not realistic.
Listen, I didn't program it. Okay.
Fine.
But
yeah, Dixon, why don't you make the game better?
Yeah, how dare I? Let me just mod it.
Do bears run away from you?
They do, like instantly.
Okay, that's dumb then. If I was a bear and somebody was trying to shoot me, man, I'm taking that person down. Yeah.
I mean, what kind of bears were you shooting at? Like
black bears.
Yeah.
Do you?
I think they're pretty docile. No, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
What's that saying where it's like if it's black you run, and then if it's brown you climb a tree or something like that?
No, that I don't know.
No, hold on. No. This is something that will potentially save your life. So I'm gonna look it up. Just talk amongst yourself. I'll...
Just don't go outside.
Yeah.
Well then, I think you showed us a game called Sea of Stars, Dixon.
Yeah, looking pretty cool. I don't know if you guys looked into it yet, or like watched the trailer.
I just briefly saw a couple of screenshots.
It's definitely not a Jacky game.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Wait,
feel like
hold
Jacky
on.
wouldn't be.
I'm gonna stop you guys right there because I just found it, and I got it completely wrong. So check this out. Remember, this is life saving. You ready? If it's black, you fight back.
What?
If it's brown, wait, no, hold on. If it's brown, you lie down. Remember that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fight a
I think I've
black
heard that
bear.
before.
No,
He's
black
gonna-
bear, dude. Dixon, I think you're probably bigger than a black bear.
I don't know about that.
That I don't know.
Yeah,
No, seriously,
like-
I think you can take down a black bear.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he'll destroy me.
Yeah, for me,
No, I think black bears are docile enough that you can intimidate it. I think that's the.
Yeah, I think so.
For me, I'm running. I don't care. I'm running. But if it's a grizzly bear, right? If it's brown color, then you're supposed to play dead.
Fair.
Yeah.
I've also heard that that's not,
Wait, really? You're not supposed to do that?
guaranteed either. Like you could, but if it's gonna pick at you anyway, it's just gonna shred you anyway.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Well, if you, from what I've heard, it's like you bring bear mace.
No.
True.
Okay.
If you're gonna
True.
be in an area.
Let's say you're camping, and you're hearing something outside your tent, and you open the fucking door, and you see,
And you're unprepared.
and you're totally unprepared, and you see like a grizzly bear.
I mean, yeah, if you have nothing you can fend yourself with, then yeah, I'll lie down. But I've also heard like you toss whatever raw food away, to distract the bear. That might help. I don't know.
Okay. That's fair.
What can
Again, I'm not sure.
what
Not sure.
what can you defend with? Like a backpack?
Oh, I don't think so. It's gonna maul that up in like a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, are you so
Again, bear mace.
What-
Bear
so
mace.
if you're going camping you're gonna bring bear mace regardless.
I mean, if there's bear
You
sightings,
know that there's going to be bear in the area, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it hard to get bear mace?
Well, I'm sure it's not that hard. That sounds like something that...
I feel like if you're gonna spray mace onto a grizzly bear, it's gonna kill you.
Nah, not really. You're supposed to push it away. I think it gets scared.
Jackie, I've never been in this situation. I've never had to try it. I can't tell you.
Right? Like,
it's just what I've heard.
Yeah, let me just go in the forest. Go meet a bear.
Because black bears, from what I've learned, just watching random internet encounters on YouTube, is they tend to run away from people if it's a black bear. Like, the only exception is if it's a mama bear and you're fucking with its babies, with its cubs. Then you're gonna fucking get mauled, regardless. But if it's just like one black bear and it's just chilling, if it sees you, it's probably gonna... There's a very high likelihood it's just gonna run away. Yeah. Whereas grizzly bears, they get super territorial. So when they see you, they'll stand up to make themselves look a little bit bigger to see if they can scare you away. Yeah. And I think you're supposed to like just back up. Like, you don't turn around, but you just slowly walk back while facing them. And you're supposed to make yourself look big too. Right. And you're supposed to make yourself look big too. Something like that.
I'm not sure that works for bears, but yeah, I've heard that for other animals. Yeah.
Like what, like a lion?
Lion would just destroy you. I don't know why you're going into lions here.
Yeah.
But like, are you going to pretend to be big if you see a lion?
No, I'm running for my life.
I think lions, there's no way, man. The lion will eat you in like less than 20 paces probably.
Yeah, I guess pretty much if we see a lion, we're screwed.
Can you play dead and the lion not eat you?
I don't think that works. I don't know though.
Hold
I mean,
on,
it could work.
Look this up. Now I need to look this up.
Anyways.
No, Jackie's an internet hole.
Right. But yeah, Sea of Stars looks pretty good. Definitely not a Jacky game because it's pixel art. But it's like,
oh god,
why are you into pixel art? That's like, you could have.
It's Chrono Trigger inspired. It's so cool.
No, but you could have just played pixel art as a kid. Didn't you get enough of that?
No, apparently not.
What?
I'm fine with it. It's a style. I have nothing against pixel art. Like I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it's really good though. It's a really nice pixel art. Like I know you saw some screenshots, Lawrence. So, yeah. But yeah, even the combat.
I don't know. I think at this point, turn-based combat just isn't really for me. That's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if I can go back and play old JRPGs like Final Fantasy. Even Pokemon is just not doing it for me anymore.
So you want like the action style, right? Like the new age RPGs.
Yeah, like I got really into the Tales games, which is the action-based RPGs.
Tales games are good. You would probably like Final Fantasy 16.
Oh yeah, I totally believe it.
Yeah, like it's like I've seen some of it. Won't like spoil or anything, but like it's very like actiony, kind of fighting style. So I'm sure you would enjoy that much so.
Yeah.
Okay, I just learned something. Okay, this is good. This again is also life-saving. So if you encounter any big cats in the wilderness, and they call it the Big Five on the internet: puma, tiger, leopard, lion, jaguar, you're not supposed to play dead because they eat both fresh and dead meat, unless if the dead meat is going bad. Also, if you encounter one of these big cats, you always have to maintain eye contact. It still might kill you, but your likelihood of living and it retreating is going to be higher, because cats apparently most of the time will only attack you when they think they're not being seen. So if you maintain eye contact, they know you're seeing them, they're probably just going to stand there or just like very slowly follow you, but not really attack you. And that's why, That's why when there's when people are hunting big cats in the past, like way past, the natives that are living on the land that are hunting big cats, they would wear masks on the back of their heads because cats generally like to sneak up on you to attack you. But if you're wearing a mask on the back of your head with eyes, they'll think that you're seeing them from the back of your head, and therefore that's a deterrent.
Man, Jacky thinks we're going into like the safari and we're just gonna go find some lions and like.
No, Jacky's gonna do it himself.
No, okay.
He'll be live streaming. It's fine. It's fine.
We should do this. We should do a wilderness podcast one day.
No, that's definitely not going anywhere.
Yeah. I am not very into wilderness.
We should do no. Don't take. Okay. We should load up with like satellite equipment and go to the wilderness, Yellowstone Park, where there's actually dangerous wild animals.
I don't think they're gonna let us in.
Why not? Just hide this shit.
What?
Because they look at us, then they're gonna be like, "You guys are not ready for this."
Yeah. First off, where are we getting this equipment from? Like, what the fuck?
We'll slowly procure it, but I think we should consider a dangerous wilderness episode.
Yeah.
Right? That'd be interesting. These are good ideas. I'm gonna write them down. Now we know how to survive animals.
Jacky.
Yeah. What are you gonna?
Jacky, let me try to steer this back onto topic. What do you think about turn-based RPGs like old Final Fantasies?
I like. Okay. This is just my opinion. Okay, this is just my opinion. I don't think turn-based games require much strategy. In my opinion. Because games like Super Robot Wars, right? It's a turn-based game.
Mm-hmm.
I play a lot of Super Robot Wars. And most of the time, I don't know what the hell they say because it's in Japanese. But that's my point, because I don't know what the hell's going on, and I'm just choosing random attacks, and I still win. And I still win most of my battles. So, that leads me to firmly believe that turn-based games require no strategy. It's just pick whatever the hell you want, as long as you're picking the right move.
Have you finished one before? Have you finished?
Yeah, I finished like most of them. I don't know the story because I don't understand the Japanese.
Why do you play it then?
Because I like
the
robots.
Gundams.
I like Gundam.
For the Gundams.
The latest Super Robot War that I got, I think it's X. That one's for Switch. That one has English, so I finally have a Super Robot Wars that I could understand. Did
that make the game worse for you?
Makes no difference in terms of gameplay. Requires no strategy at all. In my opinion, I've been winning.
I don't know.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
I feel like I've played ones that are can get pretty difficult.
Which are the turn-based? Like, is Final Fantasy X considered turn-based?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like those games can be difficult if you don't grind.
Yes.
At least a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you have a character that's leveled, then you just go at it and then you'll win.
Yeah.
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 Potion management, I guess. Like, potion management.
I never use potions in those games.
Yeah, you got to save the high potions forever.
And then and
yeah, exactly.
and get your Phoenix down ready. And then, know how to use your healer well.
Yeah, exactly. You bring a white mage, and then every so often you go back to town and rest and fill up your MP.
Yeah.
And never use potions.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn-based is just that's just how games were in the past, right? And then now they're evolving to the point where a lot of it's just real time. Because, I think you told me once you didn't like turn-based Pokemon, right? You wanted like a live Pokemon?
Well, I think at this point I just don't really enjoy turn-based as much, for sure. If I had to, I can play it, because I feel like if I play the older games again, I could get into them.
I think I'm kind of along the same lines. I think turn-based games were okay at the time because that's what was available, but nowadays games have evolved to the point where the engines are running the game, so well that you don't need turn-based. You just do it live, and it's funner that way. You get to react immediately. It's more challenging. Final Fantasy VII Remake is not turn-based, right? I forgot.
No,
it's not.
It's kind of live, yeah. So
it does the active time thing.
So I mean, I like that better. Like, I like to react.
But a lot of games, or maybe not a lot, there's still a chunk of games that do come out as turn-based.
Fire Emblem.
I'm thinking like the Octopath.
Fire Emblem.
Yep.
Those are pretty popular. Dragon Quest, I think, is still...
Yeah, Dragon Quest is turn-based, yes.
Don't you feel that Octopath is, like, super easy?
Never played.
I don't think it was supposed to be a hard game. I think it was just supposed to be like a nice JRPG to kind of play
that
through.
That game was so easy that I just got bored of it. The story is okay, but like the fighting sequences, it was so easy. Too easy.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem I have with a lot of turn-based stuff, is like the combat is just not engaging enough for me to continue interacting with it.
Yeah.
That's fair. Just, like action-y RPGs, I feel like aren't very tactical or hard either, right? I'm just mashing buttons.
No, definitely.
And I kill everything.
It's just, it feels more interactive.
It feels
for
more
sure.
interactive, and it's more challenging to monitor and use multiple characters at once, because again, back to Final Fantasy VII Remake, in order for you to jump around characters and use them efficiently, it's difficult in a live scenario. So yeah, I was mainly just on like one character whenever I fight, and I only switched if I really needed to.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen some online play where players were really good with managing every single character, where they would just keep jumping around, and I mean, that was super impressive. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, but to me that feels so useless. Like, if I can kill her from your cloud, why am I jumping to Tifa? Right?
No, but the thing is, like, it depends, right? Because there are some bosses that are pretty difficult, like Sephiroth, right? Or Sephiroth, the last guy that you're fighting in part 1.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
God.
What the hell?
Okay, well, have you guys played it?
Nope.
I've just seen it.
Well,
I know Sephiroth is a character.
I refuse to play it for now.
Well, it's such an old game that you should already know about it anyways. So he's the last guy that you fight, and if you're not switching characters, you're fucked. There's no way you can beat him with Cloud alone. And it was a difficult fight. It was one of it was a fight where I just didn't want to continue because it was so difficult, and I just wanted to quit the game then and there. Because if you die, you don't refight him immediately. You need to start the whole fucking stage again. It's not a long stage.
Yeah.
It's not a long stage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You've never played the Persona games, right? Jacky?
I have them. I've never played them.
Dixon, have you played?
I played a few. I mean, I mostly watch. Like, my brother really likes them, so usually I watch him play.
Is 5 the newest one?
5 is the newest one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
I still need to play it. I still want to play that. I played 3, and the final boss took me like more than an hour.
Yeah, I would say
that fight was rough.
Yeah, I would say Persona does have like a need for strategy, especially if you don't have the right personas and like, you're not hitting the weaknesses or all that kind of stuff. So it's not bad. It's a good game. You know,
Is it
it's not like
turn-based?
It's a good game. I still don't think I enjoy the battle mechanics too much, but definitely takes a little bit more strategy than some other
Is it
ones.
turn-based?
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just that if you're caught off guard, your whole team can get wrecked pretty quickly.
Yes. Yeah.
Depending on the elements and all that. So, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, it's a good game though. Like, I mean, I personally haven't played it, but what I've seen, it's pretty good. My brother loves it, but it's okay.
I feel like I enjoy the games more for the story and the writing than the actual combat.
The social links.
Yes.
I need this guy to be my best friend.
Yep.
But yeah.
I don't know. The calendar management for that game is just so, in my mind, is a little bit more stressful than I really think it should be. But
Right.
yeah,
Fair.
Would you recommend it?
not to you.
Why?
I look, the Persona games are kind of slow burns. Maybe not 5. I haven't played 5, but 3 and 4 definitely take a little bit to get going. And because it's turn based, I just don't see you
I don't
getting
think I can do it. No, it'll be like a 10-minute game for me.
Yeah, 10 minutes is just like the intro or something, so you're never getting anywhere.
Exactly. You're probably still in a cutscene.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Have either of you guys played the Attorney game?
Ace Attorney?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a comic book thing? Like you're just sitting there answering questions. There's nothing else you do.
It's like a brain. It's like almost like a visual novel with like mystery, right?
But
Yeah, I kind of, it's kind of a mix between visual novel and I think point and click adventure.
Yes, yeah, I would say so.
It's not like a role playing game where you're playing a protagonist walking around, going into court and doing shit, right? You just it's just one fixed screen and you're answering questions.
I mean, the settings move, right? Like the backgrounds change depending on where you are, but essentially, yes, you're just following the story, right? And then you'll see some stuff, go to trial, and you have to like figure out like the plot holes or like the holes in their stories and stuff like that.
And you go to the crime scene and gather information and whatnot.
Yes, you get to like point and
it's
click.
very much like a
Wait, do you move the character to the crime scene, or is it like a flip of a page on the book?
flip of a page. It's not like a 3D movement thing. It's like you say it's probably on a menu.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you say go to apartment, and then that scene appears.
Huh. Okay. I'm glad I didn't buy it.
It's a good game. It's fun to play, especially if you like
both of you guys
deducing
have that game.
stuff.
I don't have that game. I played it on
okay,
GBA.
okay.
It's like
Yeah,
way back.
you should play the new ones, Lawrence. It's pretty good. The one on the Switch.
Yeah, I just feel like I have so many other games on my backlog. It's not high priority.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
That is fair.
This racing game that just came up to my mind. I'm trying to. I don't remember the name of it.
what type of racing game are you talking about?
It's on the SNES. And it's just drag racing, and it's a Japanese game. And there's a lot of cars you can get, but it's just drag racing, and you're not really racing. You're just setting up your car, and then when you drag race, it's just like the AI does it for you. I'm trying to find it. I feel like we can have
Not familiar.
I feel like we can have a pretty good discussion about that, but oh man, maybe I'll find it for next time. But that was a good game. Yeah, I can't.
I don't know. The only SNES driving game I remember is Top Gear, I think.
Yes, Top Gear was okay. Man, I don't.
It's a really good music track.
No, man. Oh wait, for SNES, yeah.
Yes. Not now, like for the time.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
no,
at the time.
Okay. Do you have like a favorite racing game right now?
I'm not really that big into racing, but Burnout Paradise was pretty fun.
Oh, did you guys ever play like what's it called? I think it's called Outrun.
Outrun?
No, but I think it's
No.
that's like in the 80s. That was for a Sega Master System.
Yeah, I definitely didn't play that.
Oh, Outrun. That's the one with the red car.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
I
it
played
like-
that in Yakuza.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a Sega game.
Yep.
Did you like it?
Nope. Not a fan.
That was a really good game in the 80s. I think that was one of the... Because it was like... That was like one of the most advanced racing games back in the 80s.
Sure.
Yeah.
I swear Outrun is like an arcade game too. Like
Yes,
they
it
made
is.
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I
correct.
played it in the arcade. Like way back
Yeah.
when.
Well, I'm surprised Yakuza has it.
I played in Yakuza 0, and that's 80s, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Very impressive. Very impressive. You mean the setting of it is in the 80s?
Yeah, 0 I think was in the 80s, yeah.
Is Zero a good game?
0, I wouldn't recommend it to you.
Uh-huh. would you...
I feel like it's not going
Uh-huh.
to meet your expectations.
Did you ever play the Samurai one? I forgot what it's called.
No.
Would you play the Samurai one?
The new one just came
Yeah.
out. I don't know.
It looks
After playing 0,
Yeah.
I don't have that much.
it looks
I don't think I have enough time to play.
it
that
looks
one.
fun. I have to say, it looks fun, but it looks very empty.
We
may have talked about
yeah,
this.
I just don't think it's gonna meet your expectations. Yeah, Yakuza 0, like I love the game, but it's like 2 blocks of space,
Ooh, well, no.
like 2 streets.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's already a no go from me.
Exactly.
Okay. Nope.
Um,
I have to have like. I mean, if they make
a true
No,
open world
yeah.
like GTA.
If they make Yakuza into like a GTA setting, man, and then make that like Tokyo, like make that like a Tokyo-based city, that would be mad.
Not gonna happen.
I know, but
Yeah,
think
it's
about it,
not
that
gonna
would be
happen.
mad.
I feel like, again, I don't really know for sure, but I feel like every Yakuza game is on the same like 3 blocks,
Probably.
and then they have another area after that. But it's literally like the same 3 blocks, and then they just update it per the era.
Yeah, but they get boring really quickly though. I tried playing the. Oh man,
6,
it was one of the newer ones.
the turn-based one.
Yes, it's turn based. I didn't like it. Like I liked it for like I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. I tried playing through it as much as possible, but it got really boring.
Like I think you have to be okay with the narrative for Yakuza.
No,
Yeah, I agree.
the cutscenes are so long.
What's the point?
Like that's what you have to be into. Like that's
yeah,
the
exactly.
thing.
No man, I skipped
Yeah.
the cutscenes. It's too long.
Exactly. So it's not for you.
It's unbearably long. You're just sitting there, and the cutscenes are like corny. You don't like. It does not interest me at all. And then when I get back,
But that's the best part though. The corniness is
Okay.
why Yakuza is fun.
is it though? Because I don't think it adds to. I don't know. I don't think it adds to the game. It just gets boring.
I mean, it's a very Japanese style storytelling, very melodramatic
Yeah.
and all that.
Sure. No, I get that, but you know, are all Yakuza games like that?
I would say so. Yeah,
Kinda.
yeah. It's like story heavy, right? And then like with a sprinkle
Yeah.
of like.
Honestly, I feel like the Yakuza games have like you're in there for the story
Mhm.
and the characters.
Yeah, I would say
Like,
so.
because I don't think the combat mechanics hold up the whole way through.
Yeah, they certainly don't. They don't. And the stage and setting design is not good. Not good. I remember like when I was playing the new one, there was one level or stage that was in the sewers. Something like that. Underground. It was just bad. It was plain bad.
Sure, I've not played it, so I don't know.
Yeah, so yeah, well, I'll see what happens in future releases. But like so far, nothing in that franchise interests me.
It's just not for you. Like, exactly.
Well,
like,
yeah.
You want something that's a little bit grander in scale. Something that's a little bit faster paced.
I'm probably not their target market, so fair enough.
No.
Yeah. Fair enough. But the samurai one, I've seen some people play, but it does look really empty, so yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't think it's going to be any different from the other ones.
Yeah. I think if you're not going to really enjoy one, like, Yakuza period, I don't think you're going to enjoy any of them. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I wasn't planning on playing any. Unless if one comes out and then it gets, like, a really good review. Then I might play it.
I mean, most of those recent ones have been getting pretty good reviews. It's just not your thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, the one that you played, Like a Dragon, that one was pretty positive.
Like 9 out of 10 positive or like 8 out of 10? Because 8 out of 10... Because...
I think it's closer to 9.
Wow, really?
It's probably like 8.5 to 9.
For me, that game's like, at most like a 7.5.
Yeah, it's definitely higher than that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Well, nope. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna play that.
We were talking about driving games. Have you played?
Okay. I was gonna just right here, right now, force everybody to commit to Armored Core 6.
I mean, I'm gonna get it. I just don't know if I'm gonna get it like the day of, right?
Get it the day of, and then we play multiplayer together.
Oh man, I have to farm up my mech.
Jacky, you're gonna drop that game in like half an hour. I can't follow you down this road.
So, yeah, like, I mean, we should do it and then play multiplayer.
I mean, I'll get it. And I don't know if we'll beat ass, but yeah, I feel like we're gonna
day one. That's it. Because when people start learning and playing better, there's no way we'll catch up.
I was gonna say, I feel like we're gonna get our asses beat.
Not day one. Yeah. Not day one. I'm confident with that.
Jacky, I'm not even sure we're gonna know how to attack people.
Well, hey, I haven't even played Armored Core before, so. You guys are still going to be way ahead of me. But like,
I remember playing a bit of Armored Core 5, and that game was rough to start.
Wait, but I don't get it. So if you're saying it's rough to start, but then but you were pretty hyped about Armored Core 6.
Everything I've seen about Armored Core looks very interesting, but my experience with Armored Core 5 was not the most positive. I'm just willing to give this one another go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 6 controls looks better.
I think, like, I don't know how much you know about the game,
don't know
Jacky,
about it.
but it's by the same studio as Dark Souls, I think.
Yeah, FromSoft. Okay.
Yeah, so like, I feel like they might have learned stuff during that whole process and might have brought something over,
which is fine.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like... Sorry, go ahead.
No, well, I just think this will be a good multiplayer game to play because it's new and it's multiplayer. Yeah.
I think we can when I get it, we can definitely watch and then see how it goes. But
I'll definitely at least watch you play.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. I don't know if I can drop, that money on that game.
Okay.
Yeah, and then maybe you'll like it enough, and you'll be like, you know what, let's just get it right now. All right, so who knows?
Okay.
You know what? I'll get it after I play Payday 3.
Are you gonna get Payday 3 day one?
A lot more likely.
Really? But oh man. Okay.
I think that game is gonna be like half the price of Armored Core.
Okay. I mean, I'll get it for the sake of multiplayer. Payday.
For your sacrifice.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll
that game I think is gonna be like $40 odd.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be like pretty good pricing. Can't see being much more than that.
Because they're gonna charge people so much for DLCs afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, sure. So we gotta play some new multiplayer games together.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter is. I know, but it's not.
I mean,
we're gonna be fighting each other. It's not like
I
co-op.
can
I think
watch you guys
co-oping
fight
is
each
gonna be
other.
fun. I think co-oping will be fun.
Sure, yeah, I do prefer co-op more, for sure.
You know, like either like, yeah, like Sons of Force co-op, Lawrence. Yeah.
When that game is cheaper. Yeah, you know what? I'll be on board as just when do you guys want to try that?
Anytime.
Like what price point are you looking at?
If you don't want to spend anything, we'll play Fortnite.
Gross.
We'll do a 3v3. Wait, isn't PUBG also free?
PUBG sucks. I'm not playing that game.
You're not playing? Okay, fine.
No,
I've
it's so
never played
bad.
Okay.
It's so bad. It's so frustrating to play. Like for the price point, like I mean, like if you both get it, then I'll just get it. All right.
Yeah.
But
we should do like Fortnite. We really should.
It could.
Fortnite's just hard. Shooting is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
we're just gonna start a few games against bots. It's fine.
No, we're playing against people, man.
No, Jacky, you've never played a MOBA before, right?
What the hell's a MOBA?
MOBA, like League.
Yeah. No, I've never. Well, I've played. What is it called? That Blizzard one.
Storm.
Heart of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, I played that. No idea what's happening. Though.
Okay.
No idea what was happening.
Like I'm not a huge fan of MOBAs myself, but should we try that?
Which one?
Can Dixon carry us?
Which one?
In what though? League, baby. Dota, no, I suck.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah.
Wait, what's Dota?
I played a bit of
Dota?
League.
A harder league.
Valve. Yeah.
A harder League of Legends.
I'm more surprised that you've not heard of Dota. Honestly.
I've heard of Dota.
Huge.
I don't know what it stands for. And for
Defense
the longest time,
of the Ancients.
Well, for the
No. It doesn't stand for anything anymore. It's just called.
Did they actually change that?
But
I think that's.
Isn't
what it
there
is
a
now.
fighting game
I
that's
think
also
it's not.
called Dota?
You mean DOA?
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Doa.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Dead or Alive.
Yes. That one. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, if you want to play Dead or Alive, I'm down.
I don't want to play Dead or Alive.
The volleyball edition?
Oh my god, I've never played that. I heard the volleyball is actually okay.
That's what I hear too. Don't know much else.
Yeah. I'm actually interested in playing Dead or Alive, but I got so many other fighting games to play.
That's a very old game, right?
A 6 is maybe within the last 5 years.
2019, yeah.
I think.
6 is 2019.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks bad though. Why?
I mean, I don't think they support it anymore. My interest in that game is strictly because the reversals look damn cool.
What's a reversal?
It's I don't remember the mechanics, but that game is very heavy on counters. Yeah. So depending on your opponent's attack, you can counter them in a certain way, and it's just reversal. It's just animation stuff. It just looks really cool.
Oh,
but Jacky, I know you sent us a link for Mortal Kombat.
I was just gonna say,
guest
I'm gonna get Mortal Kombat 1 day 1.
I'll watch you play.
I'll watch you play. Yeah.
I'm getting
like
it day
Mortal
1.
Kombat.
I'm getting it day 1. Like it
So do you like Mortal Kombat or do you like the guest characters?
I like Mortal Kombat and I love the guest characters and the future characters that they are probably going to add. Cuz
the guest characters aren't coming day 1.
I know,
right?
I know. But I like the base Mortal Kombat game too. The thing is, the characters that they add, they're dude, like them. They're from popular culture. That's what's cool about it.
I just feel like so.
Dude,
so
I want to play as
I
want to play as Peacemaker. The John Cena.
I just feel like the So I know there's Homelander, Omni-Man, and Peacemaker, right? And then other older MK characters. I feel like Omni-Man and Homelander should be in Injustice and not MK. It just feels kind of out of place.
I feel the same way. Like it should be, like Injustice would be a good game for them. Like in MK, it's just that weird.
Have you played?
They're basically Superman.
Have you played Injustice? Like
a little bit.
Yeah, tiny
Did you
bit.
like it?
I don't like any of the NetherRealm.
Why? Is it too clunky for you?
Yeah, the movement, it's just a lot of the way the characters move just does not feel right to me.
Okay. Well, no, I agree with the clunkiness, but
I think a lot of the inputs are easier to deal with than Japanese fighting games, but I still prefer Japanese fighters. Especially for a long time, I was really into Guilty Gear, and it's the opposite spectrum of movement speed.
Yeah, I think so. I agree on. But no, I think Mortal Kombat is a fun game, and there's the different elements of it makes it funner. You get your fatality, and then a lot of.
Have you played every single main entry? Or like,
no, I would not
every
every single one, but I would play. I would play one and then skip a couple, and then play another one and then skip a couple.
What's the last 3D one that you played? Or is this the?
Are you talking about like Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
11. That's the newest one, right?
I mean, that's the previous one, right?
Yeah.
11 is the one that I've played. That I have it. Yeah, I have.
Did you actually like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Like aside from the character stuff.
Like I mean, I would. So okay, Mortal Kombat 1. I think that was for either N64 or SNES. Right? I think it's for SNES.
I think it was
the very original. Yeah. That's SNES or Genesis.
Yeah,
I think it's SNES. Well, I got the SNES version. As a kid, that was that was the first one I played. I loved it. Mm-hmm. And then I liked it so much. And then when the second one came out, I believe that one was for N64, or was it still for SNES? I don't remember, but either one.
I think it's still. I don't know.
No, I think it's for N64.
I don't follow.
I think it's for N64 because I remember the cartridge isn't as square.
Sure.
It's like more rounded, so I think it's for N64.
Was it gold or something? Mortal Kombat Gold?
I think so.
I don't think it was gold, was it?
So I really liked the second one, and then I skipped the third one, and then I got and then I played the fifth one, and then I skipped 7, 8, 9, and then I played 10, and then I played 11. Yeah.
Okay. Because 9 is the one when they got back on track and people really liked. I know there was like the PS2 era where it wasn't doing too well.
Yeah, it was like had some really weird games coming out. Like, what was it called? I think it was called like Deadly something. Annihilation. Deadly Alliance was one of them. Like,
yeah.
It was just some weird kind of games that came out.
I don't know, Dixon. Have you gotten into any of these?
I played like Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, and that's when I stopped. Never really wanted to play the other ones because like Street Fighter was more fun for me. But they were okay.
For sure.
Well, see, the thing is, Street Fighter is. I think they're two very different games, though. I would never compare them. They're both fighting games, but I like them both equally because they're different. They're very different games. They're different styles. It's very different. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I like playing different. Both. I like playing both. I like the blood and guts in Mortal Kombat. Yep.
I mean, I guess I just never was interested in that aspect. Mm-hmm. Like, I get the spectacle, but after a few rounds, then I stopped caring. So that's why for me, it's like
because those are just cool, and there's a lot of characters where you can experiment with and just watch their final moves.
Oh, for sure, yeah. No, I get that the arcade mentality of that whole thing, definitely a spectacle.
So
I don't know, because I got into fighting games a little
Yeah.
late. I think I got in around Guilty Gear XX and King of Fighters 13.
Oh, okay, okay.
Pretty late.
Fair enough.
yeah, cool. Let's call it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
All
it's
right.
been an hour and 31.
Yeah, I think this is a good time to call it hour and a half.
All right. So, well, I guess that's about it for this episode then.
Until next week.
Maybe we'll upload videos,
Yeah.
something on YouTube. When we get there, we'll update on this podcast. So, until next time, see you later.
Have a good one.
See ya.